Well, howdy there pluckers, Ivor Sawfinger again with you. Thanks indeed for joining me for another guitar lesson. This one is in response to a request I had for a lesson on a song called Paper Sun from one of my regular viewers, and it's by a band called Traffic. Those of you who are of an age to remember the late 60s will no doubt remember the band called Traffic, and this is quite an unusual chord sequence in this song. It's quite interesting. Okay, so I'm in standard tuning, no capos, and I'm doing it in the same key that Traffic originally recorded the song in. Okay, so to start with, I'm just going to go through the intro, the first verse and the first chorus. I'll break that down for you, show you how I played it. Then we'll move on to the bridge or middle section of the song. I'll show you how that's played, and finally we'll end up with the outro, and I'll show you how that works and how that's played. Okay, so as usual, singing is for reference purposes. This is not intended to be a cover version. Okay, so here we go. So you think you're having good times with a boy that you just met, kicking sand from beach to beach, your clothes all soaking wet. You look around to see the shadows on the run. Don't be too upset because it's just a paper sun. Ah, paper sun. Ah, paper sun. Second verse, exactly the same to play as the first verse. Okay, so let's get to it. Right, the introduction, and also it follows the first verse. After the first chorus, it does the intro again before the second verse starts. Okay, so let's get to it. So it's a D chord to start with. So it's, and then I'm taking the second finger off the first string and moving it up to the fifth string, the A string, on the third fret, keeping these two where they are, just moving that finger from there to there. Okay, and then emphasizing, I'm playing mainly from 5 down to string 5 down to 1, and I'm emphasizing that fifth string, so I'm sort of digging into it. So it's okay, then I'm taking that finger off and moving, keeping this finger, third finger where it is. I move the first finger up to the second fret of the fifth string, the A string, and digging into that one. So it's okay. And then finally taking that off, going back to a normal D shape, emphasizing the open fifth string, the A string. Okay, so it's and a couple of strums, and then start again. You do it 4 times altogether. So it's that. So you do that 4 times, right? So first time. What do you think? Okay, then we go to the chorus. The verse. What I'm talking about, chorus. Verse 1. And the chords to the verse are G. So you think you're having good times, to E major with a boy that E7th you just met. So just take that third finger off, so you've got an open 4th string, D string. Okay, 2 fingers only there. Then to a G minor, kicking sand from beach to beach, and that's a bar chord, 3rd fret bar, covering also with the third and my third finger and my pinky, the 5th fret of the 5th string, the A string, and the 4th string, the D string. Okay. And then finally the D again. So that's G. So you think you're having good times. E, E7. G minor, da, 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 D, and then it repeats it for the second half of the verse. You'll close, sorry, if you look around and see E, da, E7, G minor, don't be too upset because it's D, it's the paper sun, exactly the same, second half, okay? So that's the basic chord, so if you want to keep it simple, that's what you need to play, but there are some little runs and things which make it quite interesting, okay? So from the beginning of the verse, the more complicated way is G, so you think you're having a good time, run down to E, so it's 2nd fret 6th string, 1st fret 6th string to the E chord, emphasising the E6 when you change to the E. So it's start again. It's so you think you're having a good time. Da, 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 da. Okay, got that again. So we'll just go through that again. So you think you're having a good time. Da, 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 just met. And then on the E one, where he goes, "A boy that you just met." So when you get that's what da, 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 good times. With a boy that you just... So when you get to U, you take that 3rd finger off to make it an E7th, and you emphasise that open 4th D string, and then strum. Boy, so da, 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 good times with a boy that you just met. Okay, so you get open D, strum, then move pinky up, keeping the E7 shape, move the pinky up to the 4th fret of the 5th string, the A string, hit that note, strum, then take that off and play that 2nd on the 5th string, the B note, the A string on the 2nd fret, strum. So it's, and that's the bit that goes, you just met. Okay, so you go from the beginning again. So you think you're doing good times with a boy that you just met. Sorry, I hit the wrong note there. Do that again, sorry, I messed that up. So you think you're having good times with a boy that you just met. Okay? Then we go to the G minor, just strum that. The kicking sound from beach to beach, D, da, 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 da. Back to the G. But if you look around and see, da, 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 da. Exactly the same with different words. Okay, so just go through that again. So it's quite when you get it's a bit tricky to start with, but keep practicing. I'm sure you'll get it. So you think you're having a good time with a boy that you just met, kicking sand from beach to beach. Your clothes are soaking with 2nd half G. Shadows on the run. Don't be too upset because it's just a paper sun. Okay, got that? So we just go through from the intro to the end of the first verse in one hit. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good times with a boy that you just met, kicking sand from beach to beach. Your clothes are so cute. If you look around and see your shadows on the run, don't be too upset because it's just a paper sun. Okay, then we get to the chorus, right? And that's basically C minor. so that's a bar chord, 3rd fret, and then a minor shape. B flat. Okay, now I'm using a lazy B flat, barring the 1st fret, and then barring the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings with my 3rd finger. I'm just hitting that sort of shape, or you can, if you want, you can play that, or like that, or you can play a bar chord up here if you so wish. Okay, but it's basically C minor, paper, sun. So it goes C minor, B flat, G, sun, A. Or you can just do it with bar chords, da, 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 whichever you want. It's your, however you fancy playing it, feel it, or more comfortable with. Okay, C minor, B flat, G major, A major. Okay, or you can do it the way I did it, which was C minor, lazy B flat, G, A. And you do that twice. Okay, so it's A, paper, sun. Then it does the intro again 4 times. Okay, it does that 4 times, and then it goes into the next verse, which is exactly the same to play, but different words, obviously. Okay, so what we'll do now, just for completeness on that, we'll just go right from the beginning intro to the end of the first chorus. Okay, so here we go. A bit slower than normal. Right, here comes the verse. So you think you're having a good time with a boy that you just met, kicking sand from beach to beach, your clothes all soaking wet. You look around and see a shadow on the run. Don't be too upset, 'cause it's just a paper sun. Intro 4 times, and then you go into the second verse and the second chorus, which is exactly the same, right? So now we move on to the bridge section, right? So after it comes out of the second chorus, it again does 4 lots of intro. Alright, so it does 4 lots of that, and then but it carries on. It carries on more than 4 times, and he does a bit of singing going. So if I do it 4 times, then I'll try and sing the bridge section. It's not just particularly easy to sing over the top of it, but so this is the coming after the second chorus. Okay. So it's 4 times as usual. Okay. Standing in the cool of my room. First get flowers, give me sweet perfume. Okay, so it does the same riff, but you've got to sing over the top of it. So so let's just try that again. So it's 4 lots of the standard one, and then standing in the cool of my room. First get flowers, give me sweet perfume. Too much sun will burn. Too much sun will burn. Okay, and at the end of that, it does this too much sun will burn twice, and it's too much sun will burn. Okay, so it's 2 lots of D, too much, F to G, too much, sun, G, bar, G, F shape, back to D, burn, too much sun will burn, too much sun will burn. Okay, so the whole lot coming out of the second chorus is 4 lots of just like the intro. Now we're singing. Standing in the cool of my room. it goes into the third verse, which is exactly the same to play as verse 1 and verse 2. Okay, straight into that. Then it goes into, comes out of the final third verse and does another chorus as usual. Okay, so when it comes out of the third verse, it goes into the chorus as normal, but it doesn't go into the intro again. When you come out of that final paper, sun, so you do it, and then you do it again as usual. Paper, sun, you stay on the A. But then you add the fourth, suspended fourth. So you add it on the A, you add your pinky, or if you're doing it like I did then, you need a finger on the third fret of the second string. So if you're playing a normal A, so it's like a second time, paper, sun, and then you make it a suspended fourth. Back to A, suspended, seagull stealing rings above your, back to A, just A suspended and A, okay? It's left you so cold in the paper sun. And it just goes out on that, it just fades out, it just keeps doing that, A suspended to A suspended to A, and it just fades out on that, okay? So there you have it, that's my take on Paper Sun by Traffic, okay? I say the verse with the fiddly bits takes a little bit of practice, but it's not overly difficult, okay? So have fun with that, and I'll see you in the next video.